Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Cynthia here and I am here with another video, but it is episode 2 of my lash series. So I decided to make episode 2 a more so introduction and get to know me as a lash artist, because I feel like the first video was kind of out of the norm. It was like, okay, you're coming out with the lash series, but you're not even coming out with like who you are, what you do, why you started this, all this stuff. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna put this in episode 2 for you guys, and so you guys can get to know me a little bit and all that. So this is going to be more so of a sit down. I'm not going to be showing you guys any products or anything. I'm just going to be talking on camera. So this is more so get to know me as a lash artist and not a YouTuber. Maybe I'll just show some of my where I started and where I am now. First, I would like to say my name is Cynthia and I've been lashing for about a year and a half now. I started lashing August of 2018. To be more specific, I started lashing August 19, 2018. We can start with what made me want to start lashing. Okay, this is not where I wanted to be in life. You know what, let me rephrase that. This is not where I thought I was going to be in life right now. I did not think I was going to be an eyelash artist / technician. I really thought I was gonna just go to school and get my degree and live my life. Or maybe my YouTube would blow up or something. Okay, I never had thought in my mind that this is what I would be doing. Now, ever since I was I believe in 8th grade. Since 8th grade, I was into wearing false lashes and I was into my makeup and all that stuff, and all through high school and everything. If you went to high school with me, then you know that I wore false eyelashes almost every day of my high school career. And if I didn't, it was no makeup, but I always did. I always had to have them on. When I graduated, I decided to just go to my community college, and I decided not to go off to a university just yet because I was very undecided of what I wanted to do after high school. My parents, said, just go to your community college, save a lot of money, and then, when you decide, then you can transfer over to university. My first year, I took a semester off of school. If you watched my Get to Know Me video, you would know that. But I decided to take a semester off of school, and that first semester, I just didn't register in time, all that. I did end up going to school the next semester. Now, I didn't know, I applied for health science or something for my major, and I was actually just going for my general study. My life was just filled. I was working at the Boston Market, and I was a server and cashier there, and I actually really liked working there. I ended up working with the gymnastics company over the summer for private camps and stuff for high school kids and middle school kids and all that. And I thought maybe I wanted to be, a cheerleader in college, or be a coach. And I did coach at a high school, and I was a varsity assistant coach. And I liked it my first year, but after that I decided no, I wanted to be on the mat rather than a coach. And so I said, no, I don't want to be working at a restaurant anymore. No, I don't want to be working as a coach anymore. And no, I did not want to work in retail. And I ended up going to retail. I worked at Marshall's and I worked at Windsor for a day. I don't even want to say I worked there, but that's where I worked because I was trying to branch out in every field that I thought that maybe I could be interested in. Those were all things that I didn't want to do, and I was just kind of just not really knowing what I wanted to do with my life, but I was really into my YouTube channel at the time. So I was like, okay, maybe I want to do YouTube. That did not go well. I mean, I liked making vlogs, I liked making videos, but I was like, what I'm putting on my YouTube right now is not the kind of content that I am passionate about. So I was like, I've always wanted to go to cosmetology school. I mean, I barely knew anything about cosmetology school. I didn't even know esthetician was a thing. I didn't know eyelash extensions. I mean, I knew eyelash extensions were a thing, but I wasn't too, I didn't have a lot of information to know what it really was, and about microblading and about all these things. So one day I was literally in my car, I was driving somewhere, I don't remember where. I think I was going to pick up my niece, and I just remember I was like, ooh, but I also like, being really flexible and cheerleading, so I thought maybe yoga. So I'd like to see how much it was to get certified in yoga, and I was just like, you know what, that's not really it. It's not what I don't want to do that. I didn't want to spend money to be a yoga instructor, to be certified for being a yoga instructor. I'm looking and I'm like, you know what? I want to stay in the beauty field, because if I end up wanting to go to cosmetology school, that's what I want to do, right? So I ended up asking my sister-in-law if she wanted to get certified in eyelash extensions, because I ended up looking like, okay, like eyelash extensions is really becoming a thing. And I love lashes, so how much is it? Or do you have to be licensed, or can you be certified to do eyelash extensions? Looked on the internet, found an Eventbrite, put in my deposit for it, ended up going and getting certified. That's literally why I did it, because I wanted to stay in the beauty field, because I didn't want to just be going to school. So, you know, here I am getting certified. First 20 people to book with me, you'll get $50 a full set for a classic set. I didn't know how to do hybrids, I didn't know how to do volumes yet. And then I got certified. And then I was still working at a daycare at the time. I worked at a daycare, and then I thought I wanted to be a teacher. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to be a teacher, you know? Like I literally went through as many fields as I could before I decided I wanted to do this. The first 6 months I was working, I was doing lashes on the weekends, and I was doing work in school full-time on the weekdays. I wasn't at the daycare for full-time, but I was at school full-time, and then at the daycare part-time, and then part-time lash artist. So I was doing all of that, and then I was still trying to do YouTube on the side and stuff. I also ended up being a social media manager for Bad Luck Promotions. They did a lot of collaboration events and stuff, so I ran their social media. I was really bad at it, not gonna lie. But I made a lot of friends and a lot of connections through that, and I thought maybe that was what I wanted to do, was marketing. Well, you know, I ended up quitting my daycare job 6 months later into my Lash Life journey here, and then I was doing lashes and marketing for this company. Now, this company taught me a lot of things like modeling, how to market, how to find connections, you know, and I found a lot of friends and, like I said, a lot of connections through that. This also plays a big role because I was in a relationship and we ended up breaking up like 7 months later after I got certified. And I kid you not, because I didn't know, like in my past relationship, how to balance out time with my significant other and time with my job and my marketing job and my life in general. We just didn't know how to manage our time as individuals and as a couple. So I spent a lot of time with him. So there was a lot of times where I didn't want to grow my clientele because I felt like if I did, I wasn't gonna have enough time for this and this and this. Lashing was for a good 7 to 8 months just on the weekends with a couple clients. And then I just started getting into it. I started to learn how to do volumes. I started to learn how to do all these things. And then when we broke up, I went completely insane. Like, I was like, you know what? Like, I have so much time now, I'm just gonna take and roll in a lot of clients. I mean, I rolled in so many clients I didn't even know. I was calculating my finances, and he's calculating for me because he's going to school to be an accountant, and he's like, Cynthia, like when we broke up, like you literally grew your clientele like this. Like it was like shot up, like you could see like my clientele just kept growing and growing, and my Instagram just kept growing. It was because it was something I was passionate about. I thought I was passionate about cheerleading in high school. Once that ended for me after high school, it started to die out, you know, and I was like, well, now I don't know what I want to do in my life. My favorite thing about lashing is once you lash up a girl, she literally like opens her eyes and she's like, and you show her herself and she's like, oh my god, like I love my lashes, like I feel so good. It's just a good feeling. And that was the thing, is I was into makeup. I did makeup for proms and weddings, and I loved the reaction of people being like, oh my god, like I look so beautiful, like thank you so much. And it's just a rewarding feeling, and I was like, I love this. Like this is what I want to do. And at first I was like, am I just gonna sit in this basement and lash for the rest of my life? I mean, you guys, I started in my bedroom. If you have been with me since the beginning, you know where I started. I started in my bedroom at my house. My sister-in-law, since she was certified with me, you know, was like, you know, you should come, we have an extra room, blah, blah, blah. And I ended up coming here and doing it here, and now I'm in a basement. But I mean, I'm not that far in my lash life, and I really, really hope to be. That's a little bit of my story of how I started, why I wanted to start, my little journey of how I started to grow. I really, really want to tell you guys the things I did and how I grew and how I got a lot of clientele and all that stuff, but I do want to save that for another video. But I just want to tell you guys a little backstory about myself, why I started and how I started, because I feel like with my first video I didn't really do that, and I feel like in this video right now I'm just like rambling and stuff, but this is all important information that I want all of you guys to know. And this goes for all my subscribers who might not be in the lash field, and this is all for my lash artists. And this is, I'm hoping for this series to be as realistic as it can be for you guys. I feel like when I started, I didn't have a mentor to sit there and show me the ways and show me, you know, that, you know, if you choose this, it's not gonna work, or if you do this, it's not. So I want to share so many things with you guys because I learned so much as a person, as a business owner, as a lash artist. And I also want to talk to you guys and share with you guys of how to take something you're passionate about, make it a career, and then also taking it and being able to branch it out in different ways. Like lashing, like it literally helped me make so many connections with people, with the internet, with other salons, with just, oh, like a vast variety. And I think I have a fuzzy here. And it also just like, helped me like learn that there is like so many other things you can do with something you're passionate about, you know? That's really what I'm just trying to say in this video. And I know it's a lot of rambling, and I know it's a lot of information and a lot of things you guys are like, okay, like when are you gonna start coming out with like more product stuff, more reviews, more how to start your lash business, how to start a business, like all these things. I promise you guys in the next videos, I am going to be sharing everything I learned. It's gonna be as raw and as real as possible because this is my lash life, right? And I'm trying to share this with you all. So thank you for listening to this little video, or this long video of me talking about myself and how I started. Please bear with me, you guys. I'm getting as much content as I can. Thank you for all the views on my last video, and thank you to everybody who has been supporting me and like literally helping me grow. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next lash series video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!